I want to tell you a story. Then you will understand who is our Guru Maharaj, what is his, where is he coming from. Please listen to this carefully. So there is this boy, 13-year-old boy who comes to Radha Gopinath Mandir. This is in 1995, 1996, long ago. He comes into temple and is taking darshan of Radha Gopinath. That time, Radhana Swami Maharaj is leading Guru Puja and is playing Mridanga. After the Kirtan, Maharaj walks up to the altar, near the altar, and he sees this boy. Now, please remember, our Guru Maharaj never goes to strangers, never talks to strangers just like that. But everybody was shocked. You know what Maharaj did? Maharaj just arbitrarily, randomly walked up to this young boy, 8th standard boy, 13-year-old boy, and hugged him and told him, and this boy has come to the temple for the first time. And you know what Maharaj told him? Maharaj told him, why have you come here? Have you come to get shelter of Krishna? Maharaj very lovingly asked him. Now this boy did not know what to answer. He's coming first time, and just out of politeness and courtesy, he said, yes, I want Krishna. So then Maharaj laughed in his characteristic style. And then Maharaj said, yes, please come every day. Krishna is waiting for you. Krishna wants you. And then Maharaj laughed and Maharaj walked away. Everybody was shocked. Why did Maharaj go to this stranger boy and tell him randomly that Krishna is waiting for you? Come back to Krishna. Doesn't make any logical sense. But as the events began to unfold, lot of things became clear to me. This boy started coming to temple once in a few days. Then he came to 9th standard. Then he came few times. Then one day would not come. Like any other person who comes to temple. Then he came to 10th. Then he came little more often. Then 11th and 12th. Then he got into engineering college, one of the top engineering colleges in Mumbai. Then he started chanting rounds from 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds. And he was also Sanskrit Pandit because his family culture is like that. So he was studying Sanskrit parallelly. Meanwhile, he came to 16 rounds and he got initiated one day. And he also got married to a devotee girl from our community. And then he got a job in America and we became very close friends. And he also had 2 daughters, 2 children. And I always felt that, and when his children were born, I realized that there is something mystical in his family. I said, Prabhu, you are not ordinary person. There is something special in your family because when I see your children, I see that they are very, very special. So can you share? Is there something you are carrying in your heart, which is a secret? He said, no, Prabhu, we are fallen grahasthas. Radhana Swami Maharaj is very merciful to me. You know that I was coming to temple, Maharaj caught me and Maharaj told me, Krishna is waiting for you. So causeless mercy I got, Prabhuji. That's why we are all devotee. We have no qualification. We are nothing special. I said, no. Maharaj gave you mercy, I know. But other than that also there is something special in your family. I want to know what it is because your daughter, when she was 2-3 years old, she was chanting Radharani's name, Krishna's name. And when you see his daughters, they look like they have come out of the altar. They are extremely divinely beautiful. And this girl, the older daughter, when she was 8 or 9, she had started cooking. And when she was 13, she was a Sanskrit Mahapandit. And when she was 12, she was Pandit. And when she was 13, she got initiated. 16 rounder devotee at the age of 30. Now she's 18. Extremely beautiful, cultured. I feel she, and one guru in ISKCON, he was about to leave this world and he got this inspiration that this girl should be my disciple. He contacted her father, that is my friend, and told him, I want to initiate your daughter. And before leaving this world, he initiated that girl in the parampara. So I told her, how this is a mystical happening. She said, no, Prabhuji, we are fallen grahasthas. She also same mantra they would chant. We are all very ordinary grahasthas. But when I used to see his daughters, I saw that they have natural attraction for Vrindavan, Govardhan. So, that girl one day told me, Prabhuji, I have some questions for you. My papa says I should ask you. So I said, okay, let us go on a walk. So we went on a walk. I had gone to US, I had gone to their city. So we went on a walk after Prasadam. Now remember, this is a 14-year-old girl asking me questions. She's saying, Prabhuji, Jiva Goswami says in Bhakti Sandarbha, and she quoted some verse. And then she said, Prabhupada says in Nectar of Devotion. And then she said, how do we reconcile? I was so amazed by that question. I said, wow, that question revealed how deeply she has studied Prabhupada books. I said, excellent. What is your next question? So then she asked me the second question, something like that only. From Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada says in 13th chapter, and then Bhagavatam, Kapila Dev says this. I said, wow, ask me the third question. Like that, she asked me 10 questions. Instead of answering any of her questions, I kept telling her, ask me the next question. After 10 questions, she said, what is this, Prabhuji? You're not answering any question. You're only telling me to ask questions. I said, what to do? I don't have any answer for your questions. Your father is a big Pandit, Sanskrit Pandit. You are a big Pandit. You already know the answers. I'm just enjoying hearing your questions because I'm realizing how blessed you are. She said, no, no, Prabhuji, we don't know any answers. Papa says that you are the one who can answer us. We are all fallen grahasthas. We are useless. That mood of humility was so sweet, so spontaneous, so natural. And the daughter, whenever she gets a holiday, she will take a plane ticket, come to New Delhi, take a taxi, go to Radhakund, Vrindavan, Govardhan, stay there for 5 days, 6 days, then go back to America. You ask them I ask her, what do you love the most? Do you love football, politics, movies? Nothing. She only loves Vrindavan. This is not ordinary. I used to tell him, Prabhu, there is something special in your family. What are you eating? What do you drink? You are not ordinary people. And he would know, Prabhuji, we are fallen, we are fallen. So one day what happened? He was not responding to my WhatsApp messages. After 3 months, I got a reply from his wife. Then I came to know, and then he called me. He said, when are you coming to America next? I said, I'm coming on this and this date. So he said, what is your itinerary? I told him itinerary. He said, can you come to my place first? I want to talk to you something very, very secret and very important. Because he is my very close friend. And I knew there is something he wants to share. So I immediately went to his city. I went to his house and he held my hand. And he said, I had a close, near death experience. I almost died because of some brain hemorrhage, something happened. He survived narrowly. And he said, and it's a long story, I'm cutting it short. He said, after I survived, I realized that there is some secret, something in my heart which I had never told you. And he would always tell me to share, but I would always ignore it. But I thought if I die, at least some of my friends should know that I'm carrying something in my heart. I said, yes, I'm all ears, tell me. And then he told me his story. Now listen to this carefully. In the late 15th century, early 16th century, this is around 1530s, there was one very special Goswami in Vrindavan. Do you know Pushti Margis? Any Pushti Margis here? Vallabha Sampradaya. So they have a scripture which contains the stories of 250 Vaishnavas. And one of the top Vaishnava there is Govardhan Das Babaji, who was the right-hand devotee, right-hand associate of Vallabhacharya. You know Vallabhacharya, one of the four main acharyas. Vallabhacharya's main assistant servant was Govardhan Das Babaji. And Govardhan Das Babaji used to do the service of giving water to the devotees who did Giriraj Parikrama. And one elderly Goswami would come after Parikrama and take water from. Now, these are verses. And I saw those verses in the scriptures. Now, this Prabhuji, my close friend, he removed the scriptures from his house at the ancient texts and he showed me the verses where Govardhan Das Babaji is glorified with these verses, how he used to give water to. Now, please listen to this very, 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 very carefully. One of the very famous Goswami of Vrindavan, Govardhan, was getting water every day from Govardhan Das Babaji, and the verses explain that in the end, Govardhan Das Babaji would say, oh Goswami ji, please bless me that I can become a devotee of Krishna. And this Goswami would say, I will never give you blessings, because he would joke. You are already serving Giriraj. I will not give you blessings. The next day again, he would give water to this Goswami and say, okay, give blessings to my son that he becomes a devotee. So then the Goswami would say, no, I will not give blessings to your son because he is also devotee of Giriraj. So like that, they would joke. The verses explain that they would joke every day. And finally, one day, Govardhan Das told this elderly Goswami, please, please bless if you can't bless me, my son or my grandson, please bless my future generations that will come later. So then this Goswami, elderly Goswami, thought for some time, and finally he said, okay, I bless that your future generations, which will come 300 years later, 400 years later, they will be lovers of Radharani, Giriraj, and Vrindavan. And then that Goswami left. These are the verses given in their scripture of Govardhan Das Babaji. And in 1600 some century, some year, I forget that there is a date also, April date, there is date and month, everything is given, when Aurangzeb attacked Mathura, Vrindavan, and in one day they killed 260,000 Brajvasis in one day. It's all given in history. So the Brajvasis ran away from there, many of them, and some of them came to Surat. And then few generations later, they came to Bombay. So this family, my friend, they are the 15th generation from Govardhan Das Babaji, who was blessed by that elderly Goswami. And you know who that elderly Goswami was? It was Raghunath Das Goswami. So Raghunath Das Goswami blessed Govardhan Das Babaji that your generations 300 years later will be lovers of Radharani and Giriraj. And now I understood why this Prabhuji's daughter is spontaneously attracted to Radha Kund, Giriraj, Govardhan. Now, why I'm telling you this past time, now I'm taking you back to 1995. This young 13-year-old boy walks into temple. Radhanath Swami, out of the blue, when he's doing Guru Puja, I think he gets a message. He gets a WhatsApp message from the spiritual world. He gets a message from Raghunath Das Goswami that there is this boy there standing. Please take care of him. So Radhanath Swami randomly goes up to this boy and says, Krishna is waiting for you. He doesn't even know this boy. So how could Radhanath Swami tell him that? Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you understand? This is a transcendental system. If you want to know more about this, please read Bhagavad Gita 6.40, 41 and 42 purport. Especially 6.42 purport, last line, last paragraph, Prabhupada says how he was a devotee. His parents were devotees. Then he says, my Guru Maharaj's family was devotee. Both of us are devotees and we met by the transcendental system. Prabhupada says there is just like we have system in material world, there is a system in transcendental world. So Prabhupada says, I met my Guru Maharaj by the transcendental system. So this friend of mine met my Guru Maharaj by the transcendental system. Raghunath Das Goswami must have made a phone call to Radhanath Swami and told him that this boy is coming. He is the 15th generation I blessed. So you take care of him. So the point I'm making is our Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada, the Parampara, they're all connected by a different system, not by the system of this material world. So he has come to give us Krishna. He has not come to make our sex life better. He has not come to make our material life better. He has come to help us take shelter of Krishna and get out of this material world. And the only way we can do that is if we take shelter of his Vani, which comes out in his Bhagavatam classes where he is in the mood of connecting us to the Parampara. So in this mood, when we take shelter, then we'll be able to appreciate Guru Maharaj.